Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. With that, let's get down to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest. You'll take the week off. Get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is taken at his 4. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Now a play fake here on first down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to, and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Ballage taking it in. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, a former Blue Hen out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco. Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On second down, a run with Lindsey. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On second down, it's Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Flacco from the gun. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A look now at the Miami offense.
An excellent year, obviously, because they got the open week, had the bye. But the one thing you always worry about, the rust factor. And I had a coach say to me one time, when you have that open week, you often think about scrimmaging so you're ready to go the next week, but you know you can't. So you cross your fingers and hope your guys are ready to roll.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Gets through, and now an opening. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agree with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Caught by Wilson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Flacco, open man, here is Hamilton. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First carry for Royce Freeman. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5 now. Flacco. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. Flacco will come to the line, 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Passing play, Flacco. This is the tight end, Fant. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Flacco's throw there complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. Flacco will come to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
I actually like the fake, all right? They gave it a shot. This is one of those plays where you really think you're going to fool people because he shoveled it off to the kicker, and he was going to try and get it running. We have seen it be successful before, but definitely not on this play.
Yeah, I was going to say, as the kicker, when you see that it's probably not going to work, just terror and panic in your eyes, I would imagine.
What we really needed there was the close-up of his face while he was running.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. On first down, Drake. He finds an opening past the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. The tackle that time by William Hayes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here's Flacco. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And McManus able to put it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Derek Wolfe just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Von Miller is so good that he doesn't even need a nickname. His ability to bend and dip on the pass rush, unequaled in this league.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a first down. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks for the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run. It's Lindsey.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Flacco on target to Hamilton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Now Flacco. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 58 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to her.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. And a completion to Wilson. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the 35 on 2nd down, Flacco.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The Broncos on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. He's got his tight end Fant. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now it's Flacco. His pass caught at the 4. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. The kick by McManus is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He goes underneath the Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah.
And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Von Miller. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Flacco. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. Flacco now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Flacco's throw taken in by Fant. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They go pass again with Flacco, and that is incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And McManus able to put it through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. A give running right, Drake. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
70, Indy, snap.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And, oh, my goodness, what a catch at the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Go now. 60 outlaw. Get.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll look to throw, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. But defensively, it didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about coming out of college. You're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 39. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Let's go.
So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's Lindsey. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Flacco. This is the tight end, Fant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 4 yards out. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
So far, he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
He'll look to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2 big plays in success. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Ballage with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown.
Buddy looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the LA Chargers doing battle with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Flacco to throw again on second down. He'll find Lindsey here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Flacco now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, Flacco. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. It's spotted at the 14-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Drake. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll drop the throw. Oh, he was looking for Park, and it's a fumble. And they take over. They'll set up shop. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 40 yards. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? That's caught over the middle by Fant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized. Executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Flacco now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Passing play. Flacco firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Freeman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
One more time with Lindsey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now it's Flacco. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept them in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki there to make the grab. Now the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Flacco looks to throw. Got a man that's complete to Hamilton. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This quick pass complete to Sutton. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Flacco from the gun. He's got his tight end Fant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. A red zone first down for Flacco. And a quick throw here that's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And that'll make it a 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. How about the safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack?
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? And, you know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab the nugget when I can.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a Turkey Bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Again, they'll run with Freeman. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Open man here is Hamilton. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Freeman. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Flacco. Drops it underneath for Booker. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Once more, it's Flacco. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. He's got the 1st down. Boy, he was dynamite in the wild card game last week. He hasn't disappointed in this game either. Flacco will come to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now Flacco. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. It's complete. Stills. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Drake. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
It's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. And now running right through him. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 31 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. He'll look to throw, and he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good, and that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. So far he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Play action. Flacco. And Sanders has got it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Flacco. It's caught by Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 9-yard touchdown grab. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Ready? 60 out ball.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Stills the intended target. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Freeman again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, Flacco. And he's got Booker. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Flacco. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one rips, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Devontae Parker is the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. Here we go.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game-tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Booker on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. Bootleg, Flacco. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Freeman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. On 1st down, Booker. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So the Dolphins now down on the scoreboard. 53 ticks to go. Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed him. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Von Miller in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. He was looking for Parker that time. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl.